Hi, I'm Mandi Whitaker, Public Services Manager at Tiffin-Seneca Public Library. Welcome to our July Make It at Home craft program. Today I'll be showing you how to make a daisy painting. Provided in the kits is a canvas board, a small round brush, a medium flat brush, a mini spatula, and blue, green, white, yellow, and brown paint. You will need to provide a cup of water, paper to cover your workspace, a paper plate, a paper towel, and scrap paper. Before we begin, just a note, the base of this painting will have a subtle ombre effect. That means that the paint will transition from a darker blue at the top to a lighter blue at the bottom. Make sure that you read through the directions or watch the whole video before you begin. Also, make sure that you complete steps 1 through 8 during one painting session because the blending does require wet paint. The first thing I did was transfer the blue paint to the paper plate and also take the small spatula so that you can get just a little bit of the white paint to put on the plate. We're going to use the flat brush and we're going to mix the white paint in until you get a light blue color of your choice. Keep adding the white paint until it's as light as you'd like it. Once you have your blue paint mixed, you're going to paint the entire canvas. For a cleaner look, you can also do the edges. Without cleaning your brush, you're going to add some white paint to the brush. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to paint in horizontal lines to blend up towards the top. The idea is to have a lighter blue at the bottom and a darker blue at the top. You can do this as much or as little as you want. Keep going to the bottom and working your way up until it's as blended as you like. You're going to allow the blue paint to dry completely. Next, we're going to take the flat brush and put just a little bit of white paint on the end. And you're going to tap it onto the scrap paper. You want it to be almost dry, just a little bit of paint left on there because we're going to make clouds. Focusing on the top half of the canvas, You're just going to lightly tap to create as many clouds as you'd like. Next we're going to take the small round brush and a little bit of white paint. And we're going to start scattering flowers along the lower part of the canvas. Just going to do short strokes around in a circle, kind of vary the width and length so that it looks natural. Fill in the gaps in between. If you would like a side view of the flower, you're going to do more of an umbrella shape. And fill in the petals at the bottom. Once you've finished all of the petals, we're going to clean the round brush. We're going to take a little bit of brown paint. We're going to tap it into the center. For the front view flowers, it's just a circle. But for the side view flowers, it's going to be a little bit of a dome at the top. Clean your brush again. You're going to again use this round brush and the green paint, and we're going to start creating stems and leaves for each of the flowers. Next we're going to add long blades of grass. I'm also going to take the green that's on my brush and mix it with a little white so that we can have some depth and different colors in the grass. Once you're all done with the grass, we're going to clean our brush one last time. We're going to add yellow paint on top of those brown circles that we put in the middle of the flowers. You don't need to cover it completely. You kind of want some of the brown shown through just to give it a little texture. When this dries, you'll see that the yellow paint isn't that dark. If you would prefer a brighter yellow, you'll want to do a second coat. Allow the painting to dry completely before displaying. Join us next month when I show you how to make a candle wax painting. Thank you for joining me, and happy crafting.